course, everyone was dealing with COVID, and my previous employer decided to shut our brick-and-mortar store location just like that. So kind of got a little nervous about it, and decided I needed to invest in myself, and decided to take a peek around on the internet and see where my skills would land. And to be honest, typing in my skills into Google, it brought me up into the SaaS sales industry, and started looking through a couple different companies, and started talking to Prehired and chose you guys.
I love that. I love that. Power of the internet.
Yes, absolutely.
So, did you have any doubts when you were, let's say, doing this search? Was it like, okay, is this a scam? Talk to me about like your thought process behind everything.
Sure. I mean, it's the internet. So, There's a lot of legit companies and there's a lot of not so legit companies. So, yeah, I was a little apprehensive at first. I did a little research and looked into the company itself. And then before onboarding, I had one of the connectors reach out to me. I believe it was Caleb Jordan, and he was just phenomenal. Like, answered all my questions, really put me at ease, and I made the jump. I'm very happy I did.
Nice, very good. I'm glad. Honestly, it's crazy because a lot of people don't realize that they can actually talk to people on our staff, on our team before joining. So I'm glad that you took advantage of that as well. So it's very good. Awesome. And I guess whatever he spoke to you about, it spoke directly to what you were having hesitations about, correct?
Correct. Yeah. So it was more, last thing I wanted to do is make a sizable investment, in something that is not going to have a return. Right. So, just asking simple questions about, how long Prehired's been around, what the actual program itself covers. He was very, very knowledgeable, and it helped set me at ease. There was some others companies that I had talked to, and I won't mention names, but it seemed gimmicky. It just seemed like a sales pitch, like they were just trying to get me to sign on the dotted line and see where it went.
Absolutely, absolutely. Like you said, it is the internet, so I completely concur with that, and I have seen that before. So I'm glad that you did your due diligence with your research as well, and you overcame those struggles. That's good. Talk to me about your process through Prehired. Was there something that was difficult for you to overcome? Was there something that was a little bit troubling, or it was like one of your biggest mountains? Was it something that was in your head? Was it something that you did? You know what I mean? Talk to me about like what one of your biggest struggles were going through the program.
Sure. In the beginning, during the coursework was phenomenal. I loved it. In fact, I was very excited to start the career search process. And then as soon as the career search process hit, it's like, wow, everything that you just learned, you are now implementing into this. Right. So it was a little daunting at first, I won't lie, but had a wonderful coach who was able to walk me through it. And second week, I had 2 or 3 offers by the end of the week to choose from, and
crazy.
Off I went.
Crazy. Your process was actually pretty fantastic. For anyone who doesn't know, I was that coach. And Dave and I rarely connected, even just in the brief time that we were working together. And I agree. You definitely went from, in 1 week's time, it was super transitional with the fact that you filled your pipeline so heavily with the amount of applications and opportunities, and you went through the process so aggressively. I'm really, really excited for you. Definitely one of my favorite success stories to talk about. So talk to me actually about what you enjoyed, I guess, the most about Prehired. Was it really the community? Was it the coaches? Was it, of course, the opportunity that is at the other end of the spectrum once you finish? Talk to me, what's your favorite part about Prehired?
All three. I mean, it is multiple facets on this one. Right in through the door, the first thing that you experience is like, it really is a community. I mean, it's not just the mentors that they're teaching and helping you. I mean, the peers, like the other people that are going through the program, no matter what step they're in, they are so willing to help and give you the resources you need to really succeed.
So true. So true. I completely agree. And would you give anyone that's like teetering the fence and on the fence about joining Prehired, what advice would you give them?
Jump. Obviously, don't just go like, head in first, but it's a smart decision to do some research and look into it. I mean, Prehired is just full of rave reviews, and for well reason. Like, you guys do a stellar job at setting us up to succeed later on, and I can't say enough good things about it.
That's awesome. That's awesome. I agree. Do your research and jump. Don't be afraid to jump. So talk to us about TalonOne, how you landed your new role. Tell me about the company.
TalonOne has been an amazing experience so far. So they're actually Berlin-based. Just to give you a little tiny picture of what it is, the product is basically just an all-in-one promotion engine. So there's no programming on the back end. So average Joes who have their own e-commerce or whatever can use the product just as much as an enterprise company could as well.
Nice.
The reason why I was drawn to it is I almost shopped it like a customer. I would have died to have that product 20 years ago when I was in retail management. So I could just see how this was going to take off, especially when they came US side.
That's huge. I really like that. It's almost full circle for you, because you're like, I could use that then, I could use it now, and now here I am talking to other people in other companies about it as well, and it's actually pretty versatile. So that's huge. So I mean, last question would just be, any advice do you have for the current members that are in the program right now?
Trust the process. Especially in the beginning when you hit the career search, it's a little overwhelming, a little daunting. That wonderful coach that I had, gave me some best advice. Just break it into blocks. Just do it in segments, and everything will fall into place. And sure enough, it really did. I mean, it was like a week since we had that conversation, and boom, they just started flowing in, job offers, and it was incredible.
Absolutely. I mean, take that advice everywhere you go too, because I still use it. I have to time block, and I'm just like, leave me alone for 60 minutes. Let me get this done, and it works. So I agree. Trust the process. What is the line? Marry the process, divorce the results.
Yep, you got it.
Thank you so much, Dave. It was amazing catching up with you, and congratulations again on just landing your new career. So excited for you. Much success.
No problem, Courtney. It's been my pleasure, and thank you seriously for everything.
Absolutely. Talk to you soon.
Yep. See you later.